Copeland here, pro trader at Verified Investing, and today we're going to talk about some currencies, dollar, some exchanges for the dollar, and what we're looking at as far as the charts show and some technical levels that maybe you can take advantage of. So let's first talk about the DXY because it was in the news today. The DXY is only down slightly, but we had a big sell-off in the markets earlier today. Let's see what the DXY did. So first, let's go ahead and look at our weekly chart, of the DXY, and still relatively weak compared to this recent pivot up from basically May of 2021 all the way till December of 2022. We had a big 30% run. It fell. It did take a small pop there from basically August of 2025 all the way through April of 2025 before falling off back into actually this lower channel, this lower trend line, I should say, back from, basically putting in those lows of April 2011. It's hit once, twice, kind of kissed it here. I'd consider that a hit, and then put a bottoming tail recently, a bottoming tail at that trend line. And then today has technically fallen off those highs, but still staying relatively flat compared to that wider market sell-off we saw based on news that a helicopter, this happened last night, a helicopter was shot down over the Strait of Hormuz by Iran. That was a U.S. helicopter. And that Trump said in a press conference that he would have to retaliate because of that. So markets fell, DXY basically flat on the day. What's interesting, though, for a longer term play, I would watch this level right here, not for what you might think, though. Not for you what you might think. This is a longer term play. Again, weekly charts play out in weeks. So this is a longer term play here. So hits once, kissed right here. I would look twice right here. I would look for, if you're an aggressive trader, sure, a bounce. But what I would be more interested in is a breakthrough, confirm break, because this broke through, didn't confirm though, closed back in. So a close below this trend line. So drawing a little candle there, and then a close below that. So we have to have a close below this previous close. I consider that a confirmed breakdown. Now, what happens then? Those are my red bar candle examples there. Excuse my drawings. What happens then? We retrace this line. That is where I would look for some further downside. I am not mostly an aggressive trader, so anything that just breaks, I'm not looking to chase. That can get you in a lot of trouble, and markets are kind of designed to weed people out that do chase. So anything that breaks below, comes back and retraces, that's more of the play that I'm looking for rather than just chasing and hoping that it stays below, right? You can do that, but that's not something that I like doing. So back to the DXY chart. That is on the downside, especially after being beaten up so much over the last several months, several weeks. That would be an interesting play for some further downside. But let's say we get a pop here. I mean, I know that we have a pivot high right here at 109.997, or let's just say 110. Let's just call it a 110 even at this pivot high. That would be a good sign for some maybe reversals for a week or two, a shorter term play there than a longer term hold. But even a push higher than that, all the way up to this trend line, closer to 121. I like that a lot because it's an upsloping trend line. It's going to be harder to break above. We can break below upsloping trend lines. To break above, that would be a good area of resistance along this trend line. Again, these are for longer term plays. Now, for a shorter term play, what's interesting, still have that pivot right here at 110. We do have this nice pivot right here that did hit that trend line at 114. I mean, this is a good 10% bounce. So that is still a longer term play there. So just keep an eye on this for that hold. But let's zoom in on the daily a little bit more to get a better idea of what's been going on. Well, first thing I see is a big sell-off here, around 1%. It's not huge, but a nice one right around March 31st. The top of this red bar candle, I do expect some intraday, very different intraday reversal there at 100.585. So right around that psychological level of 100. I do expect some reversal because we had so many buyers in here. And then what happened? Well, we had a huge fall, never really got back up. So people are still out of the money at this point. So any kind of hit right here, expected intraday pullback of at least a little bit if that's something you're looking to play on a shorter term basis. Again, these are longer term and shorter term plays, so don't get those confused. I know it can be kind of confusing just looking at charts, but if you're a longer term, look at the weekly, the shorter term, daily, even 10 minute, 1 minute, depends on your time frame, right? So that's kind of a long and short play on DXY, and that kind of gives us a broader idea of what's going on in the market as well, and something we look at every day. But if we jump over to the USD and the yen, JP or USD JPY. This is a very interesting chart. I want to highlight this area for you because this is a weekly chart. So a longer term play. This is a very interesting upsloping trend line that again would be looking for a bounce or breakdown from and retrace. So that's not anywhere really that close. That's still 5% drop. We can have that kind of drop in just a few days. I mean, we've seen it before. So, I mean, I'll go ahead and show you this now. Again, a breakdown, confirm breakdown, retrace, and then a hit, and then lower hit. That's what we're looking at for a reversal on USD JPY. But really, my interest is not there just in the short term because it's going to be a while before we get there. Again, this is the weekly chart. So that can be a longer term play for you if you want to keep that in the back of your playbook for a little while longer. But what I'm looking at is a couple of other things. First, we have this pivot high there to this recent pivot high. It's kind of coming up on that now. Actually, what I was looking at earlier today, let's look at the daily. Look at this long range red bar candle. That was a sell off of about 3%, did bounce intraday, but look where it hit today, right at the top of this long range red bar candle. I really like this for a reversal, honestly, at least intraday or for a day or two. I'm gonna pull that down just a little bit there. For the top of that red bar candle, look how it pierced it. I'll zoom in a little bit more. This is the daily and has pulled back slightly. I do expect a further pullback from that level, but if not, we do still have another area of, again, some resistance just ahead at this down sloping trend line I showed you on the weekly. Now that brings us up to about the 160.648, so just above and actually kind of on the point of this long range red bar candle. You usually don't use these wicks, but hey, it's not a bad place to play at 160.70s, just around this. The only problem here is because this is a down sloping trend line from highs, all-time highs at 161. This would be the third bounce, so it does favor a pullback. But again, this is something to either play on the down, to play going up into this for a pullback, but the close above, because if this closes above, it becomes bullish very quickly. And that you could see a push up, same situation, pull back, and then look to push back up off of this trend line. Okay. So one of the things you can do here is it is a third hit. It does favors a pullback at the hit of that trend line. This is two areas of support. So kind of a zone of support between basically where it is now and 160.670. But any kind of break above becomes bullish very quickly. And I would look to maybe mitigate any kind of losses and actually play the reverse, a bounce, a breakout bounce and push up. Okay. So I know that's a little confusing, but that is the daily chart. So that was from shorter term plays. That longer term play, I do like it to the downside and breakdown. But on the long term play, I do like a pull back from that trend line, although mitigating any kind of risk with a push above that trend line, which would make it bullish. And then that way you can capitalize to the upside. So kind of both ways to play that trend line there. Just want to give you some options. All right. So the next chart we're going to look at is the USD and Australian dollar. I know there was a couple people who commented last time on this chart when I asked what you trade. So this is a very interesting one because today's price action brings it around 142. Let's just round it to 142. This is the weekly chart, a big upsloping trend line here, but also a down sloping trend line here. So very interestingly enough, it played right off of this like pivot low from June 2023. We had September 2024, and then look at this, played beautifully off this trend line, just missed it and pulled back earlier today. Now, again, this is what was support once, twice, breaks down, comes back up, didn't quite honor that, and then pulls back down. It never did confirm above, though. Look at that push up, a close below that close, and then back under. So this tells me this was a bit of a trap for some of those bulls, and this is what happens. That is why I'm telling you to definitely be careful when you start looking at playing and chasing on the upside, because that's what can happen. It can close above, and then you can start to see it slowly start creeping back down toward that trend line, right? So that's why I just say be careful on things like that and chasing. And while I don't chase until we have a confirmation, but again, pulling back from that trend line today. What I like about these two trend lines is that they have played perfectly on some support and now what would be resistance as of today. But on the daily chart, I do like it because we see right just above this, if you wanted to look for a short, there is a gap fill, which, you know, for currencies is pretty significant, especially going into a Tuesday into a Wednesday. There's a gap fill on the daily chart kind of corresponds with this area of a big push up, big push down. That's kind of one of the rejections along this weekly trend line. So this is a very interesting level for me, that 142,342 level right at this gap fill. That would provide some more resistance for you. And then we have that pivot, which was kind of that bull trap just above it, 14635. So these are more shorter term plays for me. Again, we could see some reversal throughout the day at this gap fill, and then even above that, not even 2% or right at 2% at 1.4635. Anything above that, I mean, that becomes a little bit more bullish. And then you've got, this upsloping trend line on the upside. I would watch out for a potential next hit. And that's another 5% above, right? So mitigating any kind of push up with some stops even above this pivot would be interesting. But I do like this for a very wide area of resistance. Some of the levels that hit today, and then one above that gap fill, and then that pivot high. So those are pretty interesting levels on the USD and AUD for me. So a couple of different ways to play those. Hopefully you got something out of it. Make sure to write them down. Rewatch the video if it was a little confusing. I try to do it from a weekly and daily point of view. I know a lot of you are longer term traders, some are shorter term traders. So just trying to give you a little bit of everything there. But I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to rewatch. If you have any questions, leave the link below or leave a description below of any Forex that you trade, and I'll try to go over that next time for you. Have a great day, everybody.